Why is this 26-year-old strategy game better than even the latest games in the series? It's got a larger player base, many different mods, and to this day, there's a community that's still very enthusiastic about it. This is Heroes of Might and Magic 3, the OG in the Heroes of Might and Magic series. It's got no fancy 3D graphics, no complex systems inspired by Forex or grand strategy games, but it is the basis, the foundation for all of the Heroes of Might and Magic sequels, as well as spawning many clones, or rather games inspired by Heroes of Might and Magic 3. So why does Heroes of Might and Magic 3 reign supreme to this day? Is it just a hatred for anything Ubisoft? Because HoMM 3 was developed by New World Computing and published by 3DO back before Ubisoft ever touched the series. But I think the reason goes beyond what Ubisoft did with the series. No, it is far more rooted in the minds of its player base. You see, despite whatever any developer can do, this game can never be beaten. Nothing will ever compare to it. It's a classic that simply can't be outclassed. I like to think of it as something like a StarCraft Brood War. Fans swear by that game. Even if StarCraft 2 is the prettier game, the matchmaking is better, the UI is better, the campaign is more innovative, whatever you say that StarCraft 2 is better, but StarCraft Brood War is still the classic and often seen as superior. HoMM 3 is in the same boat. My point is, it's hard to top a classic that has been in the hearts of so many people. Everyone remembers playing Heroes of Might and Magic 3 as a kid, or watching a parent or a family member playing it, and as adults, we go back to it as a way to relive a memory. It's like comfort food, familiar and absolutely amazing. Nothing new can beat the nostalgia. But let's think about this. Can there be anything deeper than sheer nostalgia that drives the popularity of HoMM 3? That drives thousands of people to play this game to this day after all these years? The answer is Heroes of Might and Magic 3 has all the ingredients of a great fantasy strategy game, but never overcomplicates things. It's that thing, people often say that's almost a cliche today, to say nowadays. Simple but hard to master. In terms of systems, it's pretty much has all that's needed, but never more. Town development is as simple as pick a building, spend the resources, and boom, it's done in the same turn. Realistic? No. Easy to understand? Absolutely. Managing heroes is simple. Go to town, replenish troops, go out and explore the map, find treasures, kill monsters, make your army stronger and take out the enemy castle. It's just easy to understand, easy to pick up and play. But where the systems are simple, the strategy though, the glorious strategy, is simply sublime. Thanks to the very clever community, we've got very interesting strategies like hero chaining, which unlike a game of like Total War where your armies can replenish anywhere on the map, in HoMM 3 you can only replenish in cities. So players have cleverly used other heroes to bring fresh troops to their main frontline army. Like their role is only primarily supply logistics. And the community has calculated this to a T. And of course over here I'm doing it rather terribly. Then there's the infamous one stack trick. Split cheap units into single stacks just to bait enemy attacks or soak up spells. It's tactical cheese and I love it. I'm still experimenting with it though, so I'm not quite the expert yet. Simple mechanics? Yes, but is the game balanced? Or shall I say perfectly balanced? No, it is exploitable. Because creativity in HoMM 3 can be used to perfect your play, or can also be used to exploit the living daylights of the game. But that doesn't stop people from enjoying the game though. Another aspect that I have found Heroes of Might and Magic 3 to be rather charming is the art style of the game. Its pixelated 2D sprite still looks good in an old school sort of way compared to say Heroes of Might and Magic 5, which is the first 3D HoMM game. You can see that it hasn't aged well at all. One thing 2D rendered graphics will always beat 3D graphics, that is only as good as the tech used at the time of development. The campaign story with all its expansion, including fan-made ones like Horn of the Abyss, is simply brilliant. You know, it's not something that is completely mind-blowingly amazing, but it's typical high fantasy stuff, but just like the game itself, it's simple yet effective, promising hundreds of hours of fun. But of course, most players in the community aren't playing the campaign as they focus on the larger mapped scenarios, and players enjoy that power creep, building up the strength of their army as they explore the map in the most efficient ways, at least they try to. Now, I'm not a hardcore HoMM 3 player, so I wanted to get the thoughts of someone who plays it more regularly than I do at a more advanced level. A fellow YouTuber, FixFox, who has been playing Heroes of Might and Magic 3 since the year 2000 after watching his dad play the earlier HoMM games. He loves HoMM 3 for its rich fantasy and adventure themes. He said he could even play on an XL map with no enemies, which means no other enemy factions, just going around, adventuring and discovering what secrets the map hides. It's got that one more turn quality, and he echoes my own thoughts on HoMM 3 being simple but still has incredible depth, and that gameplay loop of taking a hero and an army and making them an unstoppable force is so bloody addictive. Now, one thing FixFox told me, which I strongly agree with him, is that the Heroes of Might and Magic 3 community are more than just players on the internet. Oh no, the community has also went on to create incredible content for the game with fan-made content such as Wake of the Gods, VCMI, and of course the excellent Horn of the Abyss. This is an indication, or proof rather, of how much this game means to all these people, and as I said from the very beginning, it is simply impossible to replace this. At the end of the day, Heroes of Might and Magic 3 isn't just a game, it's an institution. It's where fantasy, simplicity and strategy blend perfectly. And while other games try to be deeper or flashier, none have captured the same magic, pun intended. Now, if you're interested in checking it out, a word of warning, do not get the Steam HD edition of the game. It doesn't come with the expansions. Instead, you want to head on over to GOG and find Heroes of Might and Magic 3 Complete Edition. Now, this is the right edition for you to begin your HoMM 3 adventure. And also don't forget to download the HD mod, which will allow you to have the game running on your glorious widescreen monitors. The links to these are in the description below. And if you want to watch someone more capable than me take on HoMM 3 scenarios, check out FixFox's YouTube channels, which is also linked in the description below. Let me know in the comments, when was the first time you played Heroes of Might and Magic 3 and what keeps you coming back? And if you're one of those people who prefer Heroes of Might and Magic 5, I will be watching you. No, I'm just kidding of course, but please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you. Anyway, I did a video about how Ubisoft has given up trying to publish the next Heroes of Might and Magic game, Olden Era, by themselves. There's a lot of discussion going on there about Olden Era and the direction it's taking. It's also why I decided to make this video, so go check out that video if you haven't. Thanks for watching and farewell, noble friends.